We are live in Winston-Salem at the Carolina Classic Fair. You know, the fair had to delay a day because of Hurricane Ian, but you know what? It is fair weather right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig into several things. We're going to show you the experiences, starting with this gummy bear, the largest one on Earth. But that's not the end of the experiences you'll get here. You can catch some shows like Canines in Flight. It combines a circus act, frisbee contest for a doggone good time. But if you're looking for something with a bit more bite,
we get to travel and show how we can actually catch these alligators with our bare hands.
Then you can watch the Gator Boy, John Riffle, wrangle some alligators. You can learn some alligator fun facts and have the chance to get up close and personal with the reptiles. And if learning about history, or rather a look back in time, is what you're yearning for, Yesterday Village is the right place for you. You can see blacksmiths and woodworkers do their thing, even catch some chainsaw carving. No matter what you're looking for, there's a place. You'll be able to find it at the fair. Okay, this is what you're after, right? The fair food. I mean, this is what you come for, the smells and the taste. Well, we're not the only ones that are tasting and telling all. Local food writer and travel writer Nikki Miller-Ka was here at the Dixie Classic Fair, and she's sharing her favorites with you.
The cotton candy funnel cake. It's a new item of this year. So there's, I think in total there's like 15 new items that have never been seen at the Carolina Classic Fair. And it is gorgeous, it's beautiful, it's definitely Instagram worthy or TikTok worthy if you're into that saying.
The gummy ramen. She loved that they served it with chopsticks, and it tastes like sugar. It's not savory. She is a lover of the dill pickle lemonade too, from our friends from Mount Olive, North Carolina, of course. And don't forget this next feature.
It's a barbecue bomb. And it will definitely blow your mind. So it's a layered dish. It's got macaroni and cheese on the bottom, and then there's a deep fried puff pastry that's stuffed with the pulled barbecue pork, a little bit of coleslaw, barbecue sauce, and crispy onions on top of that.
And if you're looking for a sweet treat you could find in a fine dining experience, Nikki recommends the delicate sugar waffle.
Flavor of a fortune cookie. And it's dusted with powdered sugar. It's very light and delicate, so you can't like manhandle it, and you have to be very delicate with it. But it's something that is very indulgent, but it will not overpower your senses, and it's not heavy on you. So it comes in a bag of 3, so you can either share them or eat them all yourself.
For Nikki, fair food is an experience in itself.
I think it stems back from childhood and going, as a little kid, and, sure, you get the candy apples and the cotton candy and maybe, a Polish sausage or an Italian sausage. But now it's all of those things plus. And it really, accentuates the fair experience. A lot of the foods, if not all of them, are over the top, and you wouldn't eat them every day. It's an indulgence that is so, or could be so outrageous, that going to the fair is, that once a year, annual thing that really sets the food world apart from any other time of the year.
All right, so this right here I think is going to be my favorite. I haven't tasted them yet, but they're happening at 6 o'clock. This is the sugar waffle, and I show it to you this way because when I first saw the picture of it, it looked like it was a really thin little cookie, but it's not. It is a fat, fortune cookie-like thing that is dusted in the sugar, and I cannot wait to try it. All right, when you're going around the fair, probably the last thing on your mind is, hey, how clean is everything, right? But that is what you think when you go to a restaurant, right? You look and see how clean the floor is and the tables and all that kind of stuff. Well, you can check the food inspection at every single food truck as well. Here's what I want you to do. You can go up to the food truck and you see the sanitation rating. Every single food truck here that serves like hot food, things like that, it has to have a temporary inspection. The health department does not inspect food trucks that only serve baked goods, sweet, or frozen items. So when you go to get that funnel cake, cotton candy, candy apples, ice cream, don't expect to see a grade. They don't get checked because they're not considered restaurants. Bakeries are considered manufacturers, so instead, the Department of Agriculture regulates them, and those results are not made public. Now, here are some of the questions that you need to ask yourself when ordering food from any kind of truck. Are workers wearing gloves while they're handling your food? Do the workers use utensils to dish out or serve the food? And does the food truck or place have a way to sanitize their hands between handling food and money? And of course, you want to be able to answer yes to all of these questions. All right, food safety isn't the only thing that you should be thinking about, because at the Carolina Fair, what's the other thing you come for? You come for the rides, and this should give you peace of mind. Every amusement ride that comes to North Carolina is fully inspected and certified by the North Carolina Department of Labor's Elevator and Amusement Device Bureau before it's allowed to operate. Now, amusement rides are inspected every single time they're moved and then reassembled at different locations across the state. The company, James E. Straight's Shows, has provided midway rides at the fair since 1964. We spoke to them in 2018 about the kind of work that they do.
When you have about 100 rides, they're like gigantic erector sets, and the pieces of puzzles get put together. But the good thing about all this is that these rides are safety inspected by the state, local authorities, and our safety people long before anybody gets to ride them.
North Carolina is one of only 2 states in the nation that requires that rides be 100% compliant with manufacturer's specifications before the ride is approved. Last year, we talked to the state's Elevator and Amusement Device Bureau chief about the inspection process.
We check every nut and bolt. We're looking for cracks, rust, corrosion, anything that could affect the safe operation of that ride, we go through.
Ride inspectors arrive at the fairgrounds several days before the opening to begin that inspection process.
Then like a permanent stop.
Hey, I'm not sure if you guys are hearing me or not, but we wanted to let you know that the fair is open every single day until October the 9th. WFMY News 2 at 6 is next.